Let's see how we can perform like this. So I'm recording this stream in native.
Cool.
See how the CPU holds up.
Yeah, baby. Baby.
How are you feeling today, Hannah?
Fabulous, Jade.
Yeah, a bit of an accident yesterday.
Yeah.
Wasn't a good one, mate.
No, I can't believe it.
Do you feel kind of good that you're like not conscious when those things happen though? Because do you feel like it would hurt worse?
Yeah.
I reckon it would. I wouldn't want to know if I was going down like that.
I feel really guilty. I feel really bad for...
I mean, look at that. People can see that. That's like right on stream. And I showed you the bit of metal that you scraped it on.
Yeah. I feel bad for you, okay?
Oh, don't feel bad for me. I just feel bad that like any other normal person would be able to scoop you up in their arms and let you fall down slowly.
Oh no, you do so much to me. Feeling a bit sore today, and I can normally handle quite a lot. So that's telling me that it must have been really bad. And you telling me where I actually scraped it.
To be honest, I thought your jaw was gone skis.
Yeah. No, it's a bit worried that I sort of broke my jaw.
Yeah, I was too.
But just a bit bruised. Knees bruised. I was thinking I might have broken my finger. But
Do you think you've broken it?
when I was 11, I broke my little finger playing netball. And I thought it was the biggest waste of time going to the doctor for it. Because they said, it's only just fractured. And then have to have it taped up for 6 weeks. So I was like, I'm just going to tape it up if it's broken. So pretty sore today, but it's alright. Back sore, so I'm thinking, wow, that was a bad one. And of course, a scratch. And before I was just checking, so when was my last tetanus?
I think you only do those every 5 years.
Yeah, exactly. A bit long, but don't think they're even as often as that. So that's fine.
So I'm just letting people know that we're live.
Cool. I'm really excited, Jade, that we've actually been talking and we're gonna get back onto more of a regular schedule and more often.
Me too, because I liked Twitch and we had a real community and I feel like we let them down.
Yeah, took a bit of time off and we've got a lot sorted, haven't we? And I'm feeling like, I'm committed.
Well, I said on the stream with Simon the other day that we had some stuff to sort out behind the scenes.
Yeah.
And it's not always possible. It's not always possible to talk about a lot of the things behind the scenes because all I ever want to do is project positivity. You know, I don't want anything other than positivity because I feel like I have a responsibility.
Yeah, definitely. I guess one thing that we can talk about is you guys were so helpful when didn't like it at all when we kept on blue screening on you. It's the biggest frustration for us.
Yeah,
and
still never really got to the bottom of it.
That's what I was just gonna say. The guys at the shop, they still didn't know why or how, and just gave her a good clean out and
they updated the firmware. I'm not really a PC guy, so I kind of did reach out for support.
Yeah. So.
But we never got to the bottom of it. We didn't crash on Monday.
No.
Epic stream with Simon.
Yeah.
I don't normally talk about big issues on stream either, so...
No.
And the best part about it is after a week of, since that stream, I still have a job.
Yes.
So, it's pretty heavy. Everybody's talking about the incident that happened in Christchurch at the moment. Global news.
Yeah.
Jacinda's face has been projected onto, I think it's the Eiffel Tower or the Empire State Building.
Wow.
With a light projector. They projected her face in that moment where she was hugging someone.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel a certain kind of way about that, but,
I thought it was really interesting, though, that Donald Trump was actually getting hate from people saying it was his fault.
Yeah, we heard about that this morning, eh?
Yeah.
And I'm just like, I don't really agree.
No.
Like, I'm not for Donald Trump, I'm not anti-Donald Trump, but what happened down here was simply to do with some random kid from Australia, that's it.
Evil acts.
Yep, some
That
random
hurts.
kid from Australia that did a heinously evil act. Don't get us wrong. We completely and utterly denounce what happened.
Yeah.
There's no excuse.
And I'm just glad we're looking to actually change practices and do things right now, which is good.
Automatic weapons are going bye-bye in New Zealand.
Yeah, it's good. And just looking at gun laws, actually, he came into New Zealand having a gun license, and what? I think there needs to be a bit more done about that, and yeah.
I mean, being from the city, we don't really talk about guns, so I didn't actually know that it was possible to get a gun in New Zealand. Shows how city I am, but I genuinely didn't know that you could get guns.
Yeah.
I thought you had to have special security clearance from the government to be able to even have one, and I thought it had to be for security reasons.
No. No one would buy a gun for security reasons.
That's what I mean. Only I thought only top level officials would actually have guns.
Yeah. No, I went through a process a few years ago of actually looking into it. Truth is, actually, it was not long after, it was about a year after I lost my vision, and I was asked to go on a course, and it was actually for experiencing visually impaired, blind Paralympic sports. And I was talking to this one person. Now, I didn't get to try it, but they were saying that there is such a thing called blind shooting.
Oh yeah, I have known about that.
And, that's when I found out about it, and I looked into it. I thought, well, I should get a gun license. And I was really surprised. I read it, and it was very much common sense, and I could easily then have done a 10 question, I think it's 10 questions that were in the license at that time, and it would have been, I could have then purchased a gun after I got my license. When you purchase a gun, I think they have to take your license number, a copy of your license, and what it is. But I don't think some stores are quite that vigilant, and also some stores are not that bothered at, it's not their job to do background checks on the people. It should be going from okay, this person's coming to buy a gun, it gets put on hold then it gets referred to the police, and then the police then tells the owner if they can sell it or not, which is not what happens. So,
What do you mean it's not what happens?
once you got your gun license, no police know about it, so it goes to... It's like, in a business, you got to keep your receipts, right? Well, that business will keep your receipts and keep copies of people's gun licenses, and then if suddenly something does happen, then maybe the police could investigate, ask the shop, okay, so I need to see your records, have you sold a gun to this person? And I'm guessing, do they have to do a search to actually get that information or what? But it doesn't automatically go to the police before they can sell it. It's like, well, you've got a license, so okay, cool. You're obviously authorised by the police, so that's it.
Yeah, I don't know. It's interesting times, and there's an ongoing debate for me about, you know, a race attack versus a religious one, white supremacy. I've got to be honest with you, white supremacy don't really understand it.
Yeah.
It's,
no, I don't either.
It's you're wanting to judge people on the amount of melatonin that you've got in your skin. So, and I don't believe in racism. You know, I believe in the battle for good and evil.
Yeah, I agree.
I don't believe in isms in general. You know,
Yeah.
I've been really feminism, racism. What's another ism?
Islamism.
Islamophobia. You know, it's the battle for good and evil. There are good people and there are bad people, and that's my position. And there will always be bad people.
Always be bad people. And what we also find is that behaviours are mirrored. So if a negative behaviour is seen, and it's often if a person is insecure of themselves, or they actually want to align with someone who is like themselves, that puts a question mark on individuals. So I think we're separating people.
But coming to the theme of the stream now, you know.
Yeah.
Switch it up, make it a little bit positive. Well, I don't know if it is positive, but driving is really, really hard. So I'm learning to drive. I'm learning to drive at the moment, and largely speaking, I'm doing all right.
I think you're doing amazing. Okay.
Yeah.
Could you actually maybe let the stream know actually how are you learning to drive?
So there's a big story to this, because about 7-8 years ago I actually started driving. I'm gonna turn this down, it's a little bit distracting.
Yeah.
It's not turned down on their end, just our end.
Yeah.
I actually started learning to drive about 7-8 years ago, and you know, because I use a wheelchair, I have to use a modified vehicle. And there's several different controls you can use. So I have a very specific set of controls that I'm comfortable with.
Mm-hmm.
And so I took about 8 or 9 lessons 8 years ago or so.
Yeah.
But I didn't really go forward with it just for time constraints, and my daughter was being born and all this stuff, and
Very important.
it just got all too complex to dedicate time to that, because she was a newborn.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You can't really get into something new when you've got a newborn baby. So,
Yeah.
and that's the other thing too. I just want to touch on. For all intents and purposes, I am learning to drive very, very late. So I was already late about 7-8 years ago.
Yeah.
This is late.
Yeah.
You know, so a lot of people, you know, I'm learning now that they get their license, 16, 17 years old, 17 at the latest,
Yeah.
depending on your birthday, I suppose. And I'm 34 now, learning to drive, and I guess.
Can I just interrupt you?
Did I say my age wrong?
No, I was going to say 16, 17 isn't the latest. 16, 17 is when you can get your learners, not when you can get your full license. So it takes 2 to 3 years to get your full license.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So depending on where your birthday lands or whatever the rule is in New Zealand, 16, 17 years old, you can start to learn to drive.
Mm-hmm.
And then for whatever reason, it just never came up for me. So let's start at the beginning.
Yeah.
Never once was it brought up with me or my family that accessible driving was even a thing.
Wow.
Never once.
Yeah.
Like from the minute I started high school till the day, I created that bonfire with all my books and left the school grounds.
Yeah.
Never once.
Is that a true story?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. Okay.
Never once that was accessible driving brought up.
Yeah.
And I guess, that's... I really want to do something about that. I recently launched my website. Well, it was kind of a soft relaunch.
Yeah.
I relaunched my website, jadefarrar.com, and
check it out, guys.
yeah, check it out. New logo, new everything. I was actually going to make a starting soon screen with my new logo, which I probably do need to do.
Yes, please.
What was I saying? But I just want to, I want to dedicate resource, a full page of all the accessible driving schools in New Zealand, because I think it's so ridiculous.
You're dedicated, because I think that is so key. More people should know that there's a stigma that, if you're in a wheelchair, you
Taxis,
can't drive.
Uber.
Taxis, Uber. We can't drive. And some people think, I've just got to go stay home. Too hard. But,
I'm not going to name names because, there's no need to include their name. But I know someone with no arms and, stumpy legs due to formaldehyde poisoning. His mother, you met her.
Oh, yeah.
Who can drive. No arms and basically no legs.
Yeah. I don't know what kind of controls he uses. But,
no, I have no idea.
No idea, but there's technology, and we know of someone who also has his indicator in his headrest.
Yeah, a friend of mine, he's got this indicator system where, if he wants to click left, he kind of leans back like this, and if he wants to click right, leans back like that. I mean, the picture is obviously flipped for you guys watching this, but literally it's like lean back like that. That's how he indicates.
Yeah.
And because I was watching him drive, I was in the passenger side when he was dropping us off that day, and I'm like, how was this dude indicating?
Yeah, because we could hear the indicator going on, and we're like, no, not on his spinner, he's not using his hands. So that's cool. There's a lot more ways, and
there's so much technology, and a lot of it I would actually have no idea about.
Yeah, and I think another thing too is the more people that are interested into it, the more chance and opportunity that there is for people to actually dedicate and research how they can make life possible for you.
It's just, you don't know what you don't know. And exactly. I guess what frustrates me about my driving journey, because I suppose that I also want to have a moan today that so I had a lesson today, and we've upgraded them to 90-minute lessons. my lesson today didn't go all that well, but for the life of me, I can't figure out why not. And here's the thing, here's the real kicker. Hannah even gets in the backseat of the car when I'm learning to drive.
I trust him.
It's all good though, because the instructor's got a brake on his side.
Yeah, I trust him. I
Yeah.
trust you, Jade.
Yeah.
Yeah. No.
I don't know why that today's lesson just went really, really bad.
No.
Last week, killer lesson.
Cool lesson.
I felt like one of the dudes off Fast and Furious. I felt like I was curving them corners, you know. But today, I don't know.
I think you're being a bit hard on yourself and questioning things, and I think your instructor was questioning you on things just so you were thinking more and not relying on him to tell you things.
But I wasn't. I know the road rules.
No, but I think he was pushing you, even if it was, if you weren't doing anything wrong, it was so you could actually say it, and so I think he was going a bit overboard, so you couldn't do anything wrong.
I'd love to know from people in the chat, maybe now or on demand. I'd love to know from people how many hours worth of driving they think they put in before they took their restricted exam. We call it restricted. I think in America it's called probation.
Yeah.
Like you get like a probationary license. I'd love to know how many hours people generally put in, because how many hours that have I put in now? So the ones I've paid for and the ones I got the grant. I got a grant, by the way, from the Cerebral Palsy Society. Shout out.
You.
Yep.
8.5.
All up.
Yeah.
So I paid for 3 and done 5.5.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yep, that's about right.
Yeah. I think you're a great driver.
We've pretty much gone on the motorway. We call it motorway. You guys might call it the highway. Pretty much gone on the highway every single lesson except for one.
One thing I thought was really cool to know.
Should I be going on the highway this early though?
Yeah.
Should I?
Yeah. It's all about confidence.
8 hours, like 1 day's worth of driving.
It wasn't the first time you'd driven though. And as you say, he has got a brake on his side. He can easily pull the handbrake on. He can easily pull your steering wheel. And I think here he was not stumping your confidence. And I think what you had previously, that your previous
yeah, he straight up told me not to drive.
and
That's what I haven't said.
and he said don't go on the motorway. Like, he was just taking you around small areas. So I think it's much better for you.
Yeah. And I guess if I'm honest, you know, I'm going through a process of wanting to learn fast.
Yeah.
Like, I just want to get my restricted license and like get a car and just learn to be a better driver over time. That's all I want to do.
Yeah.
But I just feel like days like today, I don't know.
And I think that's one thing that he's really concentrating about is actually...
He did say that. He was like, I feel like you're in a rush to learn, and he's probably right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think he's very much focused on actually you getting your license, and then you can improve, improve even more from that. So,
coming to the major point that I wanted to cover today, though, do you feel that people with their license are actually worse drivers than people learning?
Yes.
Why?
Because when you're learning, you're having to meet a standard to be able to get your license, and if you don't do things perfectly... When I was growing up, full disclosure, I couldn't get my license. I have vision, but I've got epilepsy, so I get to the stage where I would actually be thinking that, yay, I'm a couple months off, I'll be able to go and get doctor's approval and be able to start learning to drive. And then I'd go and have another seizure. And it just kept on happening. No, not about me. But the people around me, they, if they did one thing wrong or two things wrong, they then didn't get their license. So, I think when you're learning to drive, you're having to do things perfectly and actually meet a standard. And I guess some people say that standard, once you know that standard, you'll know how to do it forever. So if anything goes
But then
wrong,
people don't do it, though.
But then that's what I was just going to say. Then people decide that, hey, I'm in a rush, and then don't do things, take corners differently, or speed, or... brake in funny ways. Yeah. So I think some people, yes, they are much better drivers. I guess, turn it around. They're much better drivers when they are learning to drive, and then afterwards, once they've got their license, they just relax a little bit and realise, hey, cool, got it. And
my instructor is also telling me that I'm speeding, but I don't know.
I guess what he's also saying is that,
because my driver,
yeah,
he literally said there's like this grey area between 50 and 60 that people drive, and I feel like if I'm not driving in pace with the traffic, then I'm going too slow.
I think that's one thing that you kind of gotta think about. Right, you've got your L plates on right now, and you need to follow the road rules, which is...
Oh, I do though.
No, which is 50 k's, which stays in the law, and then, yes, police, they'll give you this leeway up to 60, they may not charge you with tickets if you're going up to 60.
Yeah.
But so I think what people are trying to say to you, stick with 50 now, then you've got your license, and I think you're good at keeping your pace, keeping your speed on the motorway, on the highway.
But that's really important. That's about safety.
Yeah, but then when you're coming off the highway, decreasing your speed. I think that's one thing that instructors have said, like, whoa, recognise that you're not on the motorway anymore. So I think.
Do you think I go fast?
Just when it comes to situations when you're not on the motorway, you need to recognise actually don't go 100 k's when it's 50 k's.
Oh no, come on, Hannah, you know I don't do that.
Yeah.
You know I don't do that.
So just realise, completely come off accelerate when you're turning, because let the car take you. But I think know you and your own limits. Every car is different, and every car you got to feel it. So
yep.
You're going to. So I think no, you're not doing ridiculous. It's just recognising your own speed.
I should have learned years upon years ago. And I think if I'm real, I'm going to be taking my daughter out, as soon as she's able, as soon as she's legal, we're going to get that paperwork, and I'm going to take her. I'm never going to put her through what I've been through.
Yeah.
Learning way too goddamn late.
I think it's an important thing, and
I feel like I'm learning too late, but
it's good. I think it's really good. You got to know it's a really good thing that you are learning. I am so proud of you, and thank you. Okay, and no, Jade, no. Okay, I am not going to be asking you to drive me this where and that where.
Different cities. We gotta go buy some honey, but it's only available in Farrar.
Yeah, no, I'm not gonna be doing that. Okay? I'm gonna be saying, okay, next time we're in Farrar, can we just
I've never been to Farrar though, right?
No.
Not even for work.
No. I was just getting confused with somewhere else, and I was just thinking, have we? I was getting confused with Whakatane. Very different. But yeah, no. Next time we are there for work or close there, I may be saying, hey, is this place, can we go? So thinking about what is appropriate. And I think it's going to be really good just for the family, just being able to take Evelyn places, take your daughter places. And
yeah, that's what I'm looking forward to. Just doing nice little trips, going to the park.
Yeah.
Taking a picnic.
Yeah.
Doing the whole thing.
That'd be nice.
And just having storage space in the car.
Yeah.
Because I often have to lug everything around.
Yeah. That'd be really nice.
Taco Maniac says, can I give you guys a dare for a follow? This normally goes really badly for other streamers, so probably gonna leave it at that for that Taco Maniac, but thanks for coming along anyway, but we probably won't do any dares.
But all the best, follow us, that'd be cool.
Yeah. We're just talking about how I'm a bad driver.
Do you want to introduce yourself, Taco Maniac?
Whereabouts are you from, anyway?
That'd be cool.
Yeah, no.
Friends.
Those
who don't know us, my name's Hannah.
Taco Maniac says, I was gonna dare you to the pick on the lips. Yeah, definitely can't be doing that, man. Definitely can't be doing that. Hannah is my very good friend and lovely assistant. So, I don't know why, ever since the beginning I stuck lovely in front of good friend and lovely assistant. It just rolls off.
Oh, I think one person said it too.
Who said it?
Our London supporter.
Oh, what's his name again?
Yeah, I forgot it.
he was all about you for a while.
Yeah.
There's this big awkward thing with you and him.
Yeah, he was trying to get me to move to London, so no.
If ever there was an offer, that was it, eh?
Yeah. He's like, yeah, no, I'll pay for you to move to London. Come on. No.
You've got to admit something like that. It's pretty flattering, no? No people in the chat have asked me to move to their city. Hey?
No.
Well, but otherwise, you know, everything aside, awkward moments with my instructor, I am actually enjoying it.
Yeah. So, can I make you a deal, Jade?
Go.
By the end of your driving, I really look forward to seeing you drifting, okay?
Oh yeah, I'm definitely.
We're going to make that possible.
That's the whole reason why you buy a Tesla, so you can drift in it.
So we need to find a way for you to buy a Tesla then.
Yeah. I'm compensating for my anatomy in all different angles. You got the Tesla, you're drifting in it, you know, all sorts of things.
We know someone who could hook you up could help you out with a few adaptations if needed. So.
Who?
Our friend in Palmerston North.
Who?
The lovely go-kart racer in Palmerston North.
Go-kart racer.
I don't think I should be saying her name on stream since we haven't talked to her about it.
Go-kart racer.
The person that Ants told us about who could help us out. The crazy lady.
Oh, yeah.
The crazy adventurer lady.
I don't remember that.
Yeah. She's got all the tech. And she still races.
Oh, yeah. The one that works for Mana Whaikaha.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. That took me a while.
Yeah. Yeah, she broke her back and ended up now using a wheelchair.
Still racing.
But nah, she's still racing. Hasn't stopped her. So that's cool.
She doesn't use a go-kart, by the way. She uses a full-on stock car thing.
Yeah.
It's not a go-kart, jeez.
No, her boys do go-kart racing.
Currently they do, yeah.
Yeah.
But no, I'm just going to keep at it. Like, yeah, today was a bad day. I don't know. But, yeah, I'm focused on drifting that Tesla everywhere I can.
Yeah. Hey, people have bad times on the road every day. Bad traffic.
People get into really bad accidents too. They total vehicles and laugh about it.
Yeah.
Like, that ain't funny, man. You could have killed somebody.
No.
Killed somebody or yourself. I'm less worried about the driver if they total a vehicle. You know, that was your buzz.
Yeah. So, well, that's cool. Keep at it and you're going to do it by the end of this year, okay?
I can just picture myself, though, being the kind of person that like gets my license and then never wants to drive. I'll be like, nah. You know, let's get the Uber or let's do this, let's do that.
So how is Taco Mania? Was he the only one in the chat today?
Yeah, we've had a pretty slow day today by all accounts.
Well, I think just more people need to know that we're coming out, you know.
Well, it'll be in the...
They'll be able to see the people that do follow us.
It's on the Discord, it's on the... Actually, are our timers working?
I think that's another thing. Some people actually change their sleeping patterns. That is what they told us. Change their sleeping patterns so they could watch us. our good friends in America.
Yeah, that was really cool.
So maybe they've changed their sleeping patterns to a bit more regular. So maybe they're not expecting us. So
I wonder what the
cool.
I wonder what the time is right now.
Yeah.
I genuinely don't even know. Like Pacific time, for example. 2 a.m.
What has happened to our music?
Is that central? I've only got the time for Washington, D.C. I don't actually have California. Cali?
Cali?
Hold on.
It was nice.
It's 11:41 on the West Coast.
It was nice to go for a Starbucks afterwards, though.
Yeah.
So thanks for that.
What happened to the music, man? Oh, did I kill that? I think I did.
And slowly.
I might do a repeat of the one that I had.
Lonely. Okay, you told me I'm using it for childhood.
So what is the rule around epilepsy and driving?
Gotta be 2 years seizure free.
2 years?
Yeah. So I did make it.
How do you get proof that you're seizure free though?
Gotta be proof from your, just like when you're flying or anything like this, that you're on medication that is controlling your seizures. So, I was having 6 monthly specialist appointments, and with my school, and because I had I was having IEPs, so I was.
Oh, so you were having IEPs?
Yeah, bro.
So you already know.
I know what an IEP is. Yeah. So I kind of combination of that, and then talking to my specialist, and they'd write me a letter, and then I'd have to they'd have to be then given to a senior official at AA, and whether I would be, and actually noted that I had epilepsy, and I actually knew somebody who had their license, but their specialist actually restricted them, just said no, you can't be driving, and as it was on somebody's license, it then was able to be, the police was able to then track it if they were caught driving, whether they were speeding or then they had an accident. The police could see that it was on their records, and then they were able to actually follow it up and check with their specialist.
What if you're like 2 years seizure free, and then the day you go drive, you have a seizure behind the wheel? Like, is it safe for people with epilepsy to be driving at all? I mean, they put so much pressure on me just because I've got cerebral palsy. It's like,
so it's a big thing of like big question mark.
I feel like I'm preparing to go to the moon. That's how much preparation they put on me.
Yeah, so it's a real big question mark, and wait and see. So it's like, trying to find ways to actually not get stressed about it. And I knew someone that always, if he did drive, if he wasn't feeling well, he would not get behind the wheel, even though he wasn't having seizures. And then when he did, he'd normally always be travelling with his wife. So he'd be able to just say, I can't do anymore. So it's a big question mark of how and where's the epilepsy coming from and why, and then, but yeah, it's 2 years seizure free.
I just feel like I need to drive more.
Yeah, I think that too.
And
the more you do it,
the biggest thing, I'm not trying to pass the buck here, but I really do feel like it's my instructor putting me off at the moment.
Yeah. Just be strong within who you are, okay? So I think you are an amazing driver.
It can be hard to understand him at times.
Yeah.
Just like, I understand what he's saying. He can speak English, but I don't know what he means sometimes.
Yeah.
Like, what he's saying is not what my mum or somebody else would say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I was also questioning it. I was thinking about it today in the car. I was thinking, some of what he's saying, is it because he's not used to the kind of controls that you're using? Because he was saying initially that he didn't like. He said no one uses those controls.
Yeah, I didn't appreciate that either.
So I was kind of thinking, well, is he used to the other kind of controls and actually talking to people about those kind of controls and how to work those controls? So I was like, is that it too?
Just his explanations don't really work.
Yeah. But it was nice going to the mall afterwards. So that was good.
Yeah, the cool part about it is that my instructor we'll plan the route together, and I can sort of plan my route to something that I'm going to be doing later on.
Yeah.
Route.
Yeah, no, that is good.
I do like it though, and the main reason why I started again, I know my daughter was a big factor as to why I stopped, but the reason why I started again was because I want to be there for her. I want to be able to do stuff.
Yeah.
That's just that. I want to be there for my daughter, whatever she needs, wherever she needs to go, we'll go.
Yeah.
Not taking it to an emo place, but I didn't really have that with my parents. Like, whenever I want to go somewhere or do something, it was always no gas.
Yeah.
And like it was just always, the answer was always no. Like, it was incredible. So I never want my daughter to have to go through that. Not saying that I don't say no, and I think Hannah and I have a difference of opinion around this, because I definitely do feel like I say no.
Yeah.
But I feel like you often want me to say no to her more than I do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like I don't necessarily want you to say to no to her, but I think the explanation of costs is probably something that I want you to say a bit more to her about.
What do you mean?
No, she can't have sushi, ice cream, and a Starbucks
She wouldn't eat that much. That's what I mean.
Well, that's exactly what she will ask for that, and then you'll let her have it, and then she won't eat it.
Have I actually done that though?
Yes, you have.
Wow, okay.
She ended up having, she said, 4 bits of sushi, and then you got her an 8-pack, and then she only had 2 bits of sushi.
Because I'm like, what if you get hungry later? Like, that's a pragmatic thing.
And then she wouldn't eat it later. And she didn't finish her drink.
So all in all, you think I spoiled her there, no?
Oh, just some things you just need to think about. She's a little girl, and you don't need to give it all to her in one go. And
like, this is gonna be like counterintuitive, but I feel like people will put so much pressure on kids. For study, for friends, parents forcing children to be friends with their friends' kids, all the stuff that I see, and I'm just like, my daughter, I'm like, you know what? Do what you want to do. And like, honestly, I wish I had a bit more guidance from my parents. So, I'm guiding her around life and money and, preparing for certain things. Like, I actually talk to her more about money than I think you know.
One thing I disagree with, though.
What?
You talk to her about money, but she's always about, oh, well, I can spend your money, Daddy. That's it. Not actually recognising.
Well, at the moment she can.
Yeah, not actually recognising.
But when she goes to college, I'm going to be like, you got to pay for your own.
But I don't think she'll recognise that.
No, I'm telling you now, she's paying for her own college. Why wouldn't she?
Because Daddy can.
Yeah, I can, but I ain't gonna.
Yeah.
I'm trying to retire at 45.
Yeah. So, it's just that's all just like that question mark of her understanding of it. But she's only young.
She's only 7, but I feel like I honestly don't feel like I spoil her.
Yeah.
Spoiling her would be like Gucci bags and like...
You don't need to buy people branded Gucci things to spoil someone.
Yeah, maybe I'm getting lost in this conversation, but I honestly don't feel like I spoil her.
Yeah.
Like, how would you say that I spoil her? Buying her sushi in a Starbucks.
You buy her clothes that she doesn't even wear. She grows out of them.
I buy clothes that I don't wear.
But that's your money that you've earned. When you've got the logic of actually knowing that she will not wear them and she'll wear other clothes.
Yeah, what that is about is just making sure she doesn't mess herself up. So she wets herself, not like toilet, but just wets herself or gets mud on herself. I know she doesn't want to wear the clothes that she's got here. But it's just reassurance to know that if she wets herself or...
So then the question would be, why are you not buying her clothes the third of the cost of the price then? If that's all you're buying them for.
Such as?
The place where her mum buys her clothes?
Posty?
Yeah.
Nobody goes there.
That's where her mum goes. That's where her mum goes to buy her clothes.
Nobody goes there. Nobody trying to buy clothes buys clothes at Posty Plus.
That's where her mum goes to buy her clothes.
Nobody goes there.
We saw her go there.
I mean, your mum goes there, but nobody goes there.
So she wears clothes from there. But she won't wear your more expensive clothes.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm just testing you to see if you are sure.
Yeah, no, I get it.
But we brought something today, and I think you made a really good point. Everything we get nowadays, either you go into a store and they don't have it, and you got to buy it online, and then you got to wait. And then when you need batteries, they don't have batteries in the store, or it doesn't come with batteries. So that's a pain. It used to be that it would always come with a set of batteries. Now, they may not have been best quality batteries, but yeah. What do you think?
Yeah, I think the retail experience has gone to the dogs.
Yeah.
Really has. That's all I've got to say about it. You know, major retailers out there, don't pick a sad about Amazon or Mighty Ape like we have in New Zealand. Don't pick a sad about them. Actually, do something.
Yeah.
Do something.
Yeah.
Be innovative. Make the in-store shopping experience something you actually want to do.
Yeah.
I guess it doesn't work in the American market anymore because they get free delivery.
Yeah.
So, like, I was speaking to Anarchist,
Yeah.
our good friend Anarchist, and he was saying, it was Doxus.
Yeah.
He said it actually costs you more money in gas
Yeah.
to go to the store and get the thing than it would just to get it on Amazon.
Okay.
But the difference for them is they get free delivery. We
Can
don't
I
get
ask
it.
you
We
this
don't get that.
Would you go to a store to actually try something out, look at something, clothes?
Clothes I would probably never buy online because I don't have a typical body shape.
Me too.
Definitely
And
don't have
shoes.
abs. Definitely don't have abs. I mean, I've got one big ab, but
So I would never buy shoes online. I find it hard enough to buy shoes in the store. And then, never buy clothes online. But no, we do know that some people buy clothes and then they're just so wrong, or it's worked out.
nah, never buy them online. But I think there's a disruptive opportunity there.
Yeah.
You know, if you could crack the model.
Yeah.
If you could crack the model for online clothes shopping, I think you'd make millions.
Yeah.
I don't really know what the key is to that, but
No. So that was another thing I was going to ask you about, actually. So we've been in a couple of stores now, and two different companies are offering,
pay later services.
are offering pay later services. And
I don't agree with that.
My question is, it's not the company, and it's well, you're willing to do that, but how are you making profit? So I bet they must put fees on. If
They
you
charge
pay.
a commission to they charge a commission to the retailer
Yeah.
for getting involved with it. So they charge a commission, and then they pay the retailer upfront on the day.
Yeah.
So when you've secured your transaction with them,
Yeah.
they'll pay the retailer on the spot.
But it means, how is the retailer making money off the product? They would have made full price if they'd done lay-by in store, or
No, you're missing what I'm saying. These pay later services pay them up front.
Yeah.
Like the full retail price.
Yeah. So.
But then the pay later service will charge a commission for dealing with people that can't pay.
Yeah, see, what it used to be, and I've only done lay-by once or twice, it didn't used to cost you any more money. It would cost you a deposit, and then I wouldn't have to do it a weekly deposit. It would be, I'd go into the store and put as much money on as I wanted. You know, some stores would be like, oh, you know, do you want to pay $20 a week? Like, is that what you want to organise? But I'd organise that I would come in and be like, oh, I'm going to put $20 this week, and then 2 weeks time I'll be like, oh, I'm going to put $15. So I don't like these secondary companies.
These pay later will take it out of your debit card. That's the whole thing.
Yeah.
That's the whole thing.
Yeah. And it's like, the first store that we saw it in, it was like, it wasn't instant either. They said, oh, well, you've got to make an account with this company, and then you can
and I was
take
like,
stuff.
No way, man.
Then you can take it. So I guess what lay-by used to be like for me is like, I wouldn't get a certain percentage back if I couldn't.
If you couldn't complete it. And they still kept the thing.
And they kept it, and that's how it was. But
because it's not released to you. That's how we do in New Zealand.
Yeah. And I didn't mind that because I knew. So yeah, so that's a bit odd. But I also agree with what you were saying. If certain companies, like electronic stores, we're going into stores, all they'll have is a floor model, or they may not even have that. A situation that we had was actually they didn't have a charger in the store, and they're like, oh no, you got to go to this person, and then it took 4 days.
Oh, you mean when we were trying to fix the Echo?
Yeah, took 4 days or so to get it, cost us, and then we had to go to somebody else.
Had to get it posted out.
So, and you know, it's a pain.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Well, the last topic for today, a bit of a random tangent, but Apple has released a new set of AirPods.
Okay.
Have you ever thought about the AirPods?
Like, you've got the Beats.
I've got the Beats. I'm actually wearing them right now. They're permanently attached to my neck.
And they really make a huge difference for
They
you.
do.
Now,
Taking calls and just being more available than I usually am.
yeah. The Apple AirPods, now I think I would like them even more now that they have wireless charging. But no, I actually see them as a pain. They're separate. They won't work if...
Yep, wireless, they're separate.
What is the point of them if I have a jawbone? So I don't always use them.
Yeah, but did you know Jawbone's out of business now?
I do know it's out of business, but I'm talking about what it is. Like, the fact is, it's one thing. I can use it for making calls. I can actually listen to music. So I look very professional if I'm in the office and I've got my jawbone in and then I'm listening to music.
See, they've even shut down their website.
they went down. So Jade was the one who got me onto Jawbone, but it's just the Bluetooth.
Look at that. Absolutely gone skis.
What do you say it is? It's a Bluetooth.
It's just a Bluetooth headset.
Bluetooth headset. One side, so just on my right. It sits on my jaw. I can make calls with it, answer my phone with it, and then I can also be on YouTube, and then I can open music, listen to it. You can
also secretly watch naughty programs.
If I have if I have voiceover on, I can listen to my iPad. I can listen to anything on it. So that's one thing that, I don't see the point of paying earpods because they don't connect. Whereas, I like the Beats. They're nice. What do you think about the new Apple?
I mean, what do I want to say? If I had tons of spare cash and it wasn't a thing, sure, I'd pick up the AirPods and just say, look, got my iPhone, got the AirPods.
Yeah.
Naturally you'd wanna have the outfit of accessories, but in terms of practicality, actually, the Beats X have been amazing for me.
Yeah.
Absolutely amazing.
Yeah.
And I've actually had 5 pairs of these.
Yeah.
5 pairs. Like, they break down quite a bit. I don't know what it is, if I'm a power user or whatnot.
Don't know if it's a power user, if it's charging, if it's...
I don't know if I'm abusing them.
But it's been great, when you've sent them back, they haven't said that it's been...
my fault.
An obvious fault of yours, so they've replaced them, which is good.
Apple's actually been really good about that, because yes, there are warranty limits, but if they can see you've had a history of problems, they'll still work with you and talk with you and do all sorts of things. Anyway, guys, we're probably at a good place to round up the stream. It's been really good to spend some of our Sunday evening with you. We look forward to creating more content throughout the year.
Yeah.
As I said in the last stream, March is quite late to be getting started on the schedule, but here we are now, getting back into the flow of things. I'm having my website updated to have a schedule feature.
I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah, so we'll be able to announce the stream schedule over time.
Yeah.
And get more of a rhythm going. I've got plans for interviewing various people on my podcast, and just for those that watch this on demand, I'll drop my social links.
And what do you think about having Simon on again?
Simon, yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
well,
cool.
I'd love to have Simon back. So there it is, guys. Just so you know, my timers aren't working. Nightbot normally says things by itself, but it's not working at the moment, so I have to look into that. But there's all my social links to let you know where you can find me online. Brand new website as well. Pretty stoked about that. Got the logo sorted, website sorted, content steadily making its way through. But for now, guys, thank you for being a part of the channel. Thank you for being a part of the journey. Please stay awesome.
And we'll see you guys in the next one.